These my dance make it hurt. These my dance make it hurt.
From Provo, Utah, it is time for the second round of the 4A state playoffs. I'm Jordan Bianucci alongside my partner Bryce Larson. And tonight, Bryce, Provo has a test with Dixie coming into town.
Yeah, absolutely they do. The number 2 seed versus the number 18 seed here in the 4A state playoffs. And it's going to be a running back battle, Jordan. That's what we're going to see. Two phenomenal running backs coming into tonight's game. And both of them are going to put on quite the show here at Provo High School.
Absolutely. Look, each team relies on really, Provo has a couple of guys, but Dixie this year has relied on one guy, and that's Rand Sawyer. He's been terrific. Absolutely.
They're going to give him and force feed him the ball. They do it in every way possible. They're going to try and throw him the ball. They're going to try and set him up to run the ball. There's going to be some wildcat formations that he's even going to take the snap on that you'll see here tonight. And then everything around there set around Rand Sawyer, meaning they're going to run the play action. They're going to run a nice little speed sweep, almost like a fake speed sweep. They're going to turn it into a tunnel screen to try and suck the backers up and then get a guy going on that screen play behind the linebackers and get them free. So everything they do is around Rand Sawyer specifically, and they're going to try and run the ball a lot here tonight.
Hey, look, and meanwhile for Provo, it's about DeMartini, getting him the football. We saw him 2 weeks ago, ran rush shot over Mountain View. And Provo, look, they started out the season with 2 losses. They have not lost since, and they're coming off a bye.
Hey, it's been an impressive offensive season so far for the Provo Bulldogs. Started out a little bit slow. They weren't sure who their quarterback was going to be. Hey, with a guy like Oliver McKay in the backfield, as you mentioned, the DeMartini brothers catching passes, it's a fantastic offense. We're going to see a lot of points scored. That's what I'll say.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll take a break and come back with kickoff after this. You're listening to the Game of the Week right here on ESPN Utah Radio Network.
PostNet, we offer quality printing, packing, and shipping services. But we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by one of our Utah PostNet locations today. You'll be greeted with a friendly attitude, experienced professionals, and the very best service. When you need it done right, get into PostNet in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, and West Valley City, and let them design and print your next project, ship a package, and so much more. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At Real Life, use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Right.
Small businesses, community advocates, and neighbors make up the fabric of our community. As a small business ourselves, PostNet gets to know our neighbors, and we work together to achieve success. We offer quality design, printing, packing, and shipping, but we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by PostNet today in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, or West Valley City to print your next project or ship a package. Find us at postnet.com.
ESPN 960 just got better. You can now listen to ESPN 960 up and down the entire Wasatch Front on the 105.1 HD2 dial. Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson, Cougar Sports with Ben Criddle, Kalani Sitaki, and BYU football, Todd Phillips and Utah Valley basketball, even Major League Baseball and NBA hoops. All of your favorite shows and events are now available on HD Radio. Utah County Sports Station is now ESPN 960 and 105.1 HD2.
When you're watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At Real Life, use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Listen to
As spectators, players, and coaches help raise the bar by observing the rules of fair play. Take personal responsibility by refraining from derogatory or inflammatory remarks or cheers. Everyone wins when sportsmanship matters.
Back to Utah Valley, where Provo's getting ready to take on the Dixie Flyers here in the second round of the 4A state playoffs. The two teams, the captains, I should say, meeting at midfield for the coin toss. Gives us a chance to let you know how Provo did this year. 7-2, 6-0 in region play. They have been really difficult to stop. Now, the Dixie Flyers, they're 4-6 overall, 3-3 in Region 9. Coming off a big win at Pineview last week, Bryce, 48-35. They can really put points on the board.
Yeah, they definitely can. It's going to come down to, which defenses can stop the run here tonight. And then if you can get into the end zone, you can't turn the football over. You can't give up any opportunities to score because it's going to be a high-scoring event tonight.
It is. And look, Dixie, if you're worried about them going on the road, don't be. They've won all their games on the road. They didn't win a home game this year. All of those wins came on the road.
That's impressive. And by the way, they also took Crimson Cliffs, who's the number 3 ranked team in the RPI, all the way down to the wire, lost 21-20 in that one due to a missed extra point. So, hey, this is a good football team coming here tonight.
It is. It looks like we'll see who won the toss. Dixie won the coin toss. They are going to receive. So it tells you they have confidence in that offense, as Provo will play defense first, and we are just about ready to go.
I like that choice by Dixie. Hey, why not go and set the tone? You win the coin toss, receive the football, set the tone in this game on the road, and bring the juice right out of the gate.
Crowd still filing in. Early evening Friday here in Utah Valley. A little wind blowing out of the west. A cool night, going to get cooler as we go along. So Provo getting ready to kick it away here. Sawyer back to receive for Dixie. It'll be Spencer Schumann, the junior, to kick it away for the Bulldogs. Provo in the all green, green pants, green tops, green helmets. Dixie with the blue pants, white jerseys with the blue numbers and blue helmets.
These might be the best uniform combos we've seen so far this season. I'm really liking the all greens from Provo.
They look good.
Dixie not bad either. That shade of blue is looking nice tonight.
Kind of a little darker than a royal blue, maybe. Schumann, the left-footed kicker, pops it up. It's going to be fielded inside the 5. Brought out to the 10, 15, 20. He has a room up, and he gets upended at the 30. Bringing that out was Kaysen Grover, the senior.
That was a good little return there. Got upended. That one looked like it hurt. When he went down, he got table-topped and flipped over, smacked his head on the turf. Hopefully he's going to be okay.
So here's Wyatt Truman and the Dixie offense. 2 wide receivers to the right, starting in the pistol. Sawyer in the backfield. Takes the snap, pitch right to Sawyer. He's going to throw, has a man open. It's caught at the 50, down to the 40, 30, and he fumbles. Provo comes up with it. They stripped him at the 25, and guess who? Crew DiMartini recovers the fumble.
Mayhem already here in Provo. No wonder they came out and took the opening coin toss. They win the opening coin toss. They take the opening kick. They had it up their sleeves. They said, we're going to let him throw the football. It works to perfection. You just got to tuck that football away and make sure that you do what you can to hold on to that ball. Great play on the defensive side to knock it out.
It was a great call, and that just Crew DiMartini coming up huge for the Bulldogs. So already this game turned on its head. Empty backfield. Now he brings over a man. 2 wide receivers to the right. Orchard gives the ball off, and taken down at about the 27 is McKay. Oliver McKay, the 5'10 senior, 175 pounds. Gets a lot of the work in the backfield.
Yeah, you're going to see Oliver McKay a lot tonight. They're going to try and get it to him just out of the backfield. They're going to give it off to him right up the middle. Try and get him outside the tackles.
He's on Orchard's right hip, shotgun, 2nd and 5. Takes the snap, gives it to McKay, and he's met at the line of scrimmage, and he's going nowhere. He may lose a yard.
That's a big play. That's some penetration getting into the backfield. Great job by Lopati to get back there and cause that track.
Ball at the, or excuse me, Dixie gets it right back. Ball at the Provo 37-yard line. If you're just joining us, Dixie received the opening kickoff, ran one play, a huge gain, but fumbled at the very end of it. Handoff up the middle, bouncing it to the outside is Sawyer. He is taken down from behind at about the 28-yard line. So a good gain on first down. Second and 5, ball at the 33. Wow, 2 turnovers already in this one.
Yeah, it's been absolute mayhem so far.
In the pistol, Wyatt Truman takes the snap. He's going to run up the right side and is tackled just shy maybe of the first down marker. Let's see if they give it to him. And they do. First down, Dixie. Ball at the 30, call it the 26.
Just a reminder over on the stream side, if you're watching us on YouTube, that clock not official. We'll keep it as close as we possibly can.
2 wide receivers to the right, short side of the field. It's one way out there near the numbers on the left. It's going to be the quarterback running up the middle again. Truman is taken down inside the 30-yard line. So a modest gain of maybe 2 on first down.
Yes, it's pretty sure.
Touch volley on the stop there for the Provo Bulldogs. This is a big opportunity for Dixie. They came out, turned the football over. They get it right back. Got to capitalize.
2nd and 7. Now an option left. Pitch it to Sawyer out near the left hash. He's going to cut it up to the 20 and gets hit hard near the 15-yard line. That's good for a Dixie first down, though. Or let's see. Ran right into the chain gang over there. And he's going to be just... Yeah, we'll see what they get. They haven't said anything yet. 3rd and 1. So a big third down already in this game. Ball at the 17. Truman, the senior, trots over to the sideline, gets the play. 6'2", 180 pounds. In the pistol, Sawyer, the lone back. Takes the snap, option right. He's going to keep it himself, run right up the gut and get the easy first down at the 13-yard line.
I like that play call. You have that option coming out from the backfield. He could either obviously pitch it or keep it. He decides to keep it right up the seam, picks up the first down.
Follow on the stop again for Provo. No score, 8:34 to play in the first quarter. Ball at the Provo 13. Dixie in the red zone. They bring a man in motion. Give it to him, fake it to him on the jet sweep. Taking it himself is Truman, taken down, but there is a flag over on the far side. It's going to be on Dixie. An illegal shift.
Well, there's one thing that kills drives, especially when you have all of the momentum off the turnover. You're moving the football, picking up first downs, and that's penalties. Those types of penalties right now you're off schedule. 1st and 15. You're going to have to try and pick it back up and more.
Back him up to the about the 18-yard line. Shotgun now for Truman. Play fake. Looking end zone. Throws it up for grabs. It is caught. Touchdown, Dixie. Kason Grover hauls it in.
That's a nice little pitch and catch down the sideline. Just get a step on your guy, throw it up. It's a 50-50 ball, and he's going to come down with it.
So Dixie scores first. They take a 6-0 lead. PAT pending.
On for the point after number 13, Trexon Averon.
The kick is up. It is good. 7-0 Dixie. And the left-footed kicker, we don't have him on our roster, number 43. So he puts it through. And Provo finds themselves down a touchdown here. And maybe Provo just needs to settle down on this drive after the interception, Bryce.
Yeah, it's been a hectic start to this football game. You start off getting the turnover, then you turn it over yourself. And it's been a little bit of a tough start for your defense. And you give up, you have that penalty that goes against Dixie, and then you give up the touchdown right after it. So, yeah, you're right. Just need to settle down a little bit, play to their strengths, and try and see what comes out. Now, we've seen both of these two teams really try to hit on some weaknesses of these other two, of their opponent. Kirk Chambers knows that he's got a little bit of a mismatch in that Dixie defensive secondary, and that he's going to attack that, and we'll see that here on this next possession.
Ronnie White and Larson back to receive. They're going to kick it short. It's going to be brought out to about the 33-yard line. By the way, the left-footed kicker, Milo Klingensman for Dixie, thanks to our friend Ronald Weaver III, working the camera and getting us all the info as well from the Dixie coaches up here on top of the press box. So here we go. Provo with the football. 8:03 to play in the first quarter. They trail 7-0 to the Flyers. Ball at the 33. Shotgun snap coming to Orchard. He play fakes, and we have flags. They're going to blow it dead. I think there was some movement up front, and that's going to back up Provo 5 yards.
Well, you talk about trying to settle down, and that's not the way you want to start out a drive after going down 7-0.
So put it back at the 28. They're going to go 3 wide receivers to the right side. Ball on the left hash. 4 down linemen for Dixie. Shotgun snap to Orchard. Play fake again, and Orchard runs to his right. It's going to throw it out to Larson, who makes a couple men miss, and is going to be gang tackled at the 30. Make it the 31. That, a gain of 3. That one did not look promising. Larson really made something out of a whole lot right there.
Yeah, he really did. That was, a little discombobulating from that Provo offense. Just trying to get organized, trying to get it together, and they just haven't been able to do that so far on offense.
So 2nd and 12. Ball at the 31. Shotgun snap to Orchard. Option left. Pitch it out to McKay. Has some room. Up to the 35. Gets hit at the 39 and falls forward to the 40. So sets up a manageable 3rd down for Provo.
Yeah, and Orchard got absolutely blasted in the backfield after pitching that ball. But he gets right back up. He's fine. He's ready to go. It's a good pickup. Makes it manageable.
3rd and 3. Play clock at 20 as they still get the play in. Now they hustle to the line. McKay in the backfield. Shotgun snap coming to Orchard. Trips to the right. Orchard takes the snap. Give it to McKay, and he's going to work his way forward, but he's going to be about a yard short of that 1st down.
Now it's decision time. We'll see if Kirk Chambers makes the decision to go for it with the way that his offense has been playing, or if he's going to send on the punt team, and it looks like he is going to send that punt team on.
Yeah, he's going to punt it away on 4th and 1. Ball at their own 42-yard line.
Yeah, if you're Dixie, you watch out for the fake punt in this situation.
Rand Sawyer back to receive for Dixie, standing at his own 25.
Dangerous returnman.
There's the snap. It's good. Punted away, and it's a good one. End over end. A line drive caught at the 20. Sawyer brings it out to the 30. Near the sideline, will be forced out at the 36-yard line.
And Rand Sawyer got popped on the sideline with that tackle. The entire audience gave out a audible groan after seeing him get popped, but it looks like he's going to be okay. He's fine.
Ball at the 35. Dixie with a 7-0 lead. Here in quarter number 1 in round 2 of the 4A state playoffs.
Well, Dixie has the opportunity to do some damage on this drive. Go up 2 scores.
Truman in the gun, brings a man in motion. Give it to Sawyer, has some room, runs it up to the 40 and up to the 42-yard line. So a gain of about 6 or 7 there.
Really solid run, just right up the middle. And shout out to this Dixie offensive line. They've gotten the push that they've needed so far in this game. Provo's going to need to get more penetration and try and stop Rand Sawyer at the line of scrimmage.
Provo brings 5. Give it to Sawyer up the middle again. Cuts it back to his left, and he is tripped up just shy of the first down marker. And Provo, a nice job there because he had some green grass in front of him. Brings up a 3rd and 1.
If you're this Provo defense, I wonder if you try and get into the send a blitz here, send some extra players, because Dixie's been hesitant to throw the football. I don't think we've seen him throw it ever since the very first play of the game. And then, of course, that touchdown pass that was into the end zone. Those are the only 2 throws so far here this afternoon.
3rd and 1 in the pistol. Give it to Sawyer right up the middle. He's going to fall forward for the first down all the way up to the 47-yard line. Call it the 48. 1st and 10. Dixie taking their time. If you're just joining us, Dixie took the opening kickoff, first play of the drive, and threw a great pass, a little trick play down the middle of the field. There was a fumble. Provo came up with it, threw an interception. Dixie came back, scored a touchdown. Appreciate you joining us, whether on ESPN 960, 98.3 FM in Salt Lake and Davis County, or down in St. George on 97.7, as well as 105.1 HD2. We are on almost every single radio station. It's unbelievable.
Statewide, baby. Utah High School football playoff coverage. Gotta love it.
1st and 10. Give it to Sawyer. It bounces it out to the left side. He has some room. He's going to have another first down, taken down just shy of the 40-yard line. So a gain of 10 for Sawyer, and he is running roughshod right now over this Bulldog defense.
Yeah, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. Provo's got to get off those blocks. They've got to put more guys in the box as well. And then you open yourself up to a threat of the pass, the deep shot, the big-time play over the top. But at this point, you have to stop the run. You have to load that box and get guys and bodies in there.
3:22, clock ticking down here in the first quarter, 7-0 Flyers. Back to pass now, throwing a little out pattern. It is caught just shy of the first down. That is Kaysen Grover. So give him 8 yards, ball at the 33-yard line. And Dixie taking their time, just moving this ball down the field.
Well, I think what we're seeing here is a Dixie team that's kind of started to hit their stride at this point in the season. They're a well-oiled machine, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
2nd and 2. Truman in the pistol. Give it to Sawyer right up the middle. He keeps the legs churning, and he has the first down and more up inside the 30-yard line down to the 29. So they move the chains again.
First down for the Flyers.
A good-sized crowd for a early evening game here on November 1st. I like the folks that are just outside on the green hill there, on the grassy hill. Listen, it's a steep price to get in here. They at Memorial Stadium in Berkeley for Cal, the people that sit up on the hill there above the stadium, it's called Tightwad Hill. Play fake, rolling to his left is Truman looking. He has a man. It is tipped, though, off his hands and incomplete. He was open. He had, again, that was Weston Gilmore, the sophomore, but he couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, that was a great job by Crew DiMartini to fly in and break up that pass. Now, it was kind of bang-bang. It looked like it went off his hands before he flew in, but still coming in and being able to be there and make that hit. He's going to remember that the next time he steps in there to try and catch a pass.
Play clock all the way down to 10. They just get the play in. Truman in the pistol. Play clock under 5. Takes the snap. Pitch it to the right to Sawyer. He's going to throw it. Has a man. It is tipped and nearly picked off. Same play they ran to open the game. They had number 21, Weston Gilmore, again, but a great play by the defensive back there, Crew DiMartini.
Yeah, Crew DiMartini once again flying in. He said, not this time. I've seen this once. It's not going to happen again. covered a lot of field and was able to knock that ball away before the wide receiver was able to catch it. Great play on the defensive side.
So 3rd and 10. Ball at the Provo 28. Again, play clock under 10. And Dixie really taking their time here. Play clock under 5 as Truman now takes the snap. He's going to pass. Looking. Plenty of time. Now under pressure. Flush to his right. Throws across the middle. Has a man. Caught. Shy of the first down, though. Ball to the 24-yard line. And now it's decision time for Dixie.
And there you go. That's that fake sweep. They want to fake that pitch, and then he's going to turn around and try and find a wide receiver on a short passing play. That's all to bring those linebackers up because they have to respect Rand Sawyer so much that they bring those linebackers up, and they try and hit it right behind them. That time it just wasn't there, and defense. The Provo defense stayed home.
Haveron on the reception, and they're going to go for it here. 4th and 6. Ball at the 24-yard line.
I like the aggressiveness. You're going to have to score a lot of points in this game to win.
Play clock down to 2, down to 1. They do not get it off. They're going to have to burn a timeout here. So they'll talk about it. And already with 1:06 to play in the first quarter and Dixie leading 7-0, a big play coming in this ballgame. Just a reminder, as always, our game of the week brought to you by Intermountain Bobcat. From powerful compact tractors and loaders to versatile excavators, Bobcat brings unmatched performance and reliability to get the job done. Visit your Intermountain Bobcat dealership today, located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake. Intermountain Bobcat, helping homeowners and contractors conquer their projects since 1995. Beautiful shot of the Y up there on the mountain. A bye week for BYU this week, but I hear they have a big game next Saturday.
Yeah, they got quite the game coming up November 9th, 8:15 p.m. kick between BYU and Utah. The Holy War. That's what we're calling it still these days, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure. I'm going with it.
All right, look, for those that maybe are tuning in for the first time here, morning drive show, Bryce and Bianucci.
8 to 10 a.m.
We had a long conversation about whether we should call it the battle for the Beehive boot or the Holy War or whatever it should be.
Dixie goes empty on 4th and 6, and flags come in. We're going to have a false start, I believe. Let's see. Yes, it is. So just a costly mistake coming out of a timeout there. Now you're looking at 4th and 11. Ball at the 29, Bryce. I don't know what. Kicker not coming onto the field. Looks like they're still going to go for it.
Yeah, you're kind of in no man's land at this point because you're not sure your kicker can hit from this deep, and I'm sure that's the sentiment with the other before the previous 2 penalties. So now you're going to have this 4th and long and got to bring out your best stuff in an empty formation.
4th and 11. Back to pass. Truman looking. Has some time. Throws down the middle of the field. It is caught at the 1-yard line. Oh, what a play. Jason Grover, the senior, again comes up big.
Yeah, that's just a nice post right over the middle. And Wyatt Truman, the quarterback, did a great job to look off Crew DiMartini, the safety. Crew came too far up, and he just dumped it right over his head and was able to find his guy at the goal line. That's a great job at playing quarterback the way you should. Look off the safeties, make everybody think you're going one way, and then go the other way.
So they convert a 4th and 11, and with 51 seconds to play in the first quarter, Provo will take their first time out of the half. Wow, what a game so far. Dixie on the verge of taking a 2-touchdown lead, 1st and goal at the 1.
And this is not the start that they were looking for if you're Provo here at home. On the other side, this is exactly how Dixie wanted to start the football game. Come out and pour it on. They had a plan set up. They took that opening kickoff. You don't see that a lot in football anymore. It's usually defer to the second half. We'll figure it out later. They knew that they wanted the ball. They wanted to go out and score first. It happened. It just was a very roundabout way to make it happen, Jordan.
Absolutely. You'll take it.
You'll take it.
Look, throw an interception, fumble the ball, get it back on an interception, you'll take it. So Provo defense back out there. So it's interesting that Kirk Chambers uses one of his timeouts there, 1st and goal, with your defense backed up at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, just kind of give him a second to think about what possibly could be coming. They also want to talk about it. It's a wildcat formation.
Sawyer going to take the direct snap.
Got the big defensive lineman in there.
Yeah, man to his left. He's going to run it to the left, cut back in, touchdown Dixie. And they do take a 2-score lead here in the first quarter.
Well, it's not hard to score when you've got an absolute road grader out to your left, lead blocking for you, throwing a very nice block. You get that defensive lineman in there in the backfield. That was a great play.
Yeah, that was Lopati, the junior, 6'3", 205 pounds, leading the way.
And Lopati was the one that we saw earlier get in the backfield and cause some havoc for Provo on the defensive side.
Wow. So the point after coming, snaps down, hold is good. It is off the upright. He banged it off the left upright. So it's a 13-0 game. That's Milo Klingensman.
And we saw that a couple of weeks ago for Dixie against Crimson Cliffs in a 20-21 ball game. They ended up losing that one 21-20. That's just, that's the process, right? It's the process. Is it a good snap? Is it a good hold? Is it a good kick? And there was a guy coming off of that left side, and it caused him to rush it a little bit.
I'll tell you what, Dixie running the football, taking their time running that play clock down, they've kept this Provo offense off the field.
They really have, and that's been really good by this Dixie offense to just hold on and hang on to that time of possession. That's so important. I mean, we're 46 seconds left here in the first, and yeah, Provo's barely touched the football.
And they can score quickly. 46 seconds, as you mentioned, to play here in quarter number 1, kicking it away from the 40. It is high, but short of the goal line. It'll be brought out by Ronnie White to the 15, 20, and up near the 23-yard line. So with 41 seconds to play in the quarter, it'll be 1st and 10 Provo. Ball at the 23, they'll say.
35.
All right, if you're Kirk Chambers, you're getting your guys going right here. Hey, this is a home playoff game. You've got to get in gear and start scoring some points if you're this Provo offense.
Provo's had 2 possession, a punt and an interception. Orchard to pass, pump fakes, throws down the sideline. It is picked off. He picked it off at the 48. Weston Gilmore comes up with it.
Another turnover for Dixie. That was beautiful. Came across the field, was playing that too high safety in the spot where it's most open. You got to credit him. He baited the quarterback into throwing this football, because where you want to throw the football in a cover 2 formation is in between, right towards that sideline, between the defensive back who's playing underneath and that safety that comes over the top. Almost kind of just led him a little bit too much.
Yep, wanted DeMartini. So second interception for Orchard, and Dixie has a real chance now to take some authority in this game. Pitch left to Sawyer. He's going to try and cut it back, but he's going to get hit hard for a loss. We'll see if they snap it again. Play clock, or game clock's at 21, so they may just take this down to quarter number 2.
That's a phenomenal defensive play by Dixie, coming over in that safety position, making that type of play.
It was an acrobatic play because he's right on the boundary, and to get that foot in, to stay in bounds, was impressive. So that's the end of the first quarter. We'll take a break. It's Dixie 13, Provo nothing. You're listening to the 4A state playoffs on the Utah ESPN radio network.
Niamatalolo, the head coach of the San Jose State Spartans. I want to go back to 2015, where it was widely reported that you were in the running to become the head coach at BYU.
I wasn't looking to go anywhere. I was happy. I've been in this profession long enough that the grass wasn't always greener. But when the BYU opportunity came, it was different. Just being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, it was different. So I knew that I wanted to take a look at it. The people there were awesome. But in the end, it had to work out for both sides. From their side and from my side. Ultimately, it didn't work out, but it worked out for the best. Kalani's doing an awesome job. Kalani's a good friend of mine. And like I said, I'm a spiritual person. I just believe that the Lord has a way of working things out. And it worked out for the best for both of us, for them and at BYU with Kalani, and for me and my family.
To find out what was said next, download the Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson podcast anywhere you get your podcasts.
Sure. Yeah, keep going.
This pass incomplete. It has been number 21, Hayden Kazoo.
On second and 13, Truman overshoots his intended man, Gilmore. So a 3rd and 13 coming up for Dixie. 13-0 Flyers. Ball at their own 48. Look, they had a 4th and 13 or so earlier. That was not a problem. We'll see what they run here.
Couple of phenomenal plays that have put Dixie up 13-0. A great job on the defensive side, and now on the offensive side, they've really maintained possession.
Truman back to pass. Under pressure, flush to his right. Has a lot of space in front of him. He's going to run for it, cut it back, and spin, and nowhere near the first down marker. He'll get to the 45 of Provo, and now it's decision time again for Dixie and their head coach, Blaine Munkers. And they're going to punt it away.
Well, that's a good job by this Provo defense. This game could have gotten out of hand if you turned the football over and immediately allowed Dixie to score another touchdown. Good job getting them to go 3 and out in that situation. Now you just got to watch for a fake punt, the potential for it.
Bryant Larson back to receive for Provo, standing at his own 8-yard line. There's a snap. It is good. The punt is away. It is high. Larson is going to let it bounce at the 5 and roll into the end zone for a touchback. There is a flag back at the 46-yard line, far side. The Dixie defense coming out, and the official heading over to talk to Kirk Chambers. So you would think this is on Dixie, but we'll see.
Probably make him back it up and punt it again. I'll tell you what, the punter held on to that football for a long time.
Yes, he did. Just got it away. So Provo, they're going to take it at the 25. It was a false start.
Yep.
Well, important drive here for Provo, trailing 13-0, just underway in the second quarter. Orchard in the gun, one man to his right, 2 receivers on each side. Takes the snap, give it to McKay. He's going to bounce it out to the left and be taken down for a loss in the backfield, still turning those legs, but he will lose one.
Well, I'll tell you what, we talked about how this was going to be a running back battle coming into this game, and right now this Dixie Flyer defense has bottled up everything that they've tried to go with to Oliver McKay. He just can't get anything going because the Provo offensive line can't get any push against this big-time defensive front.
So 2nd and 11, trips to the right for Provo. Orchard takes the shotgun snap, option right, pitch it out to McKay. Trying to spin and make his way to the 25. Does a nice job falling forward to the 27.
By number 46, Griffith Lewis brings up 3rd.
So 3rd down for Provo. Third and 9 from the 26-yard line. Play clock at 10. Orchard in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to each side. Ball on the right hash. Now brings a man in motion, sending him to the left side. Back to pass, looking, stepping up, running. Going to be taken down for a sack. Still on the ground trying to get going, but they take him down, and Provo again is going to be forced to punt here.
Yeah, just nothing going on in that defensive backfield right now. Credit to Dixie for getting some pressure on the quarterback and then having it locked down and a little bit of a coverage sack in that situation.
So ball at the 23. Punted away from about the 9-yard line. That is Fidi Tui Lavuka punted away. Sawyer back to receive, as well as Weston Gilmore. A high but short kick. It is going to bounce at the 48 of Provo and take a Dixie bounce to about the 45. So really good field position for the Flyers.
Great position to take over, and in a 13-0 ball game where you're on the road a long way from home, nothing better to go up and go down and score another touchdown in this situation.
Now already up 2 scores, 13-0. Truman in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to the left. Play fake, gonna keep it himself, run it up the middle. He'll be taken down at about the 44.
Mackerel by number 24, Malik Moyatsu. Brings up second.
2nd and 7. Again, Dixie taking their time, eating up a lot of clock.
Yeah, they know exactly what their game plan is in this situation. They want to keep Provo's offense off the field as long as they possibly can. They're doing a great job.
In the pistol, Truman takes the snap. Play fake, looking to pass. Throws down the middle of the field, has a man wide open, and he just overthrew him. He had Kason Grover wide open for a touchdown, but he just missed him. And I beg your pardon, that's Louis Bennett. I've been saying Grover number, that's who we have on our roster. Louis Bennett, number 15, we're told. So it's Bennett who's having he's having such a great game, they should put him on the roster next year. He's had an unbelievable game.
Yeah, some of these rosters.
3rd and 7, back to pass, a screen. It is caught by Sawyer, who was battling his own lineman for it.
Yeah, and that's going to be illegal touching.
Just, I wanted not a miscommunication so much.
Yeah, offensive lineman can't try to catch that football. You got to just get out of the way.
The official's going to chat about it.
Illegal touching penalty call.
And that's exactly what that penalty is, illegal touching on Dixie.
So 4th down and long.
Yeah, loss of down on that penalty. So
see what Dixie does here. Looking at a 4th down. They're going to take a timeout. They're going to send out the punting unit. And now they'll start the game clock. Randolph to punt it away. Bryant Larson back to receive, along with Crew DiMartini.
And on the last punt we saw, Randolph held on to that ball for a really long time.
Good snap. That holds on to it for a very long time. Again, just gets it away. A high kick. Fair catch called at the 21 by DiMartini. And that's where the Bulldog offense will try to get something going, trailing 13-0.
Yeah, it's really been nothing less of just bad for this Provo offense. It hasn't been a pretty sight to see if you're a Provo Bulldog fan here tonight. They've got to get this thing going, and now's a great time.
Look, the Bulldog defense keeping them in the game right now. So shotgun, Orchard brings a man in motion. Give it up the middle to McKay, working his way forward toward the 29. Make that to the 24, I beg your pardon.
That's something you can build off of a little bit. Just continue to try, don't go away from the run game. It's way too early to start going away from the run game. Got to start pulling up those safeties and those backers. Maybe use a little bit more play action. Try and hit something behind them.
Brings up 2nd and 7. 3 wide receivers to the left. Orchard in the gun. Takes the snap, play fake, throw it out, caught by DeMartini just shy of the 30 where he is gang tackled.
It's another great play call. Try and get it out of your quarterback's hands really fast. I really like that play call. Just get him doing something. Get him going a little bit. Could spark something.
Yeah. So now you're looking at a very manageable 3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs. 6:25 and counting to play in the half. Orchard in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the short side. 1 man on his hip. Takes the snap, give it up the middle. There's a lot of room. McKay, he's headed down the right sideline. Nothing but green grass in front of him. Touchdown, Bulldogs, and this is a whole new ball game.
That's the play. That's the one you were waiting for. Big time, big bursts. Oliver McKay, we said it was going to be a running back show, and that's what Provo was waiting for. They finally break the big one. It took a couple of, it's like 2 big fighters trying to feel each other out. Took a couple of, check hits here and there, and then boom, you hit him for the big one.
72 yards, as you see on the YouTube stream. That's right, flaming bulldog head down there on the track. Attempting the extra point is Spencer Schumann. Trying to make this a 3-point game. Hold is good. The kick is up. It's high and through. And it is, 3-point game, 13-7, 6-point game with the Flyers on top. 6:01 to play in the half.
Well, that's exactly what you were waiting for from the Provo offense. We know that they get those chunk plays, and they get them at a high rate. And it was only a matter of time until they were able to bust one out and break it off like that. That time it came. One of the most important stats in all of football right now is chunk plays. Dixie's had the most of them so far. That's why they're leading in this game. But right there, that just got Provo right back into the football game.
72 yards on the ground for the TD. And now a big drive for Dixie. Provo will receive the second half kickoff. So they're going to look to, I assume, eat some clock like they have and take this thing down for a score.
Number 2, Renee Schumann.
Schumann to kick it away from the 40. Sawyer back to receive, standing at his own 7, with a lead along with Louis Bennett. It is going to be fielded back inside the 5 by Bennett. Brought out to the 20 and hit right there hard. Give him the 19. And I said Bennett, that was Trezon Haverin on the return.
Now it feels like there's a little bit more momentum on the Provo side of this football game. Provo's defense in the last couple of drives has been absolutely rock solid, but here comes the problem, Jordan. They've been out on the field for almost the entire first half of this football game. Are they starting to get a little tired? Is there some room there for Dixie to take a strike?
We'll see. Ball at the 19. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. Give it to Sawyer up the middle, and Provo does a nice job taking him down after a gain of 1. That was Teve Brown, the sophomore, on the tackle.
Brings it 2nd and 9.
So 2nd and 9. Dixie peering over at that sideline, getting the play clock down to 16. 2 wide receivers to the left. Shotgun snap, play fake. Throw it over the middle, and he overthrows his man. That was Bennett. Bennett thought there was a little contact, doesn't get the flag, and it's a 3rd and 8. Clock stops with 5:16 to play.
Yeah, that one might have been a little uncatchable, just outside the range of where he was able to get it.
So a huge 3rd down here for Provo.
This would swing a lot of that momentum. 5 minutes just about left here in the first half. Have the opportunity to get the ball back. 3rd downs are huge.
Truman in the gun. Takes the snap, back to pass. steps up in the pocket, lofts one down the middle of the field. It is picked off by DiMartini. Back at the 50, has some room in front of him to the 35, 30, crossing back to the 25, down near the 20, cuts back to his right, and he's going to be taken down at the 15-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've got an early candidate for the Defense Strings Defensive Player of the Game. That's Crew DiMartini. He's been all over the field for this Provo Bulldog defense so far. Knocking away a couple of passes, making sure, just got that big-time interception. And as we mentioned it, all that momentum is now gone to Provo's side with under 5 minutes to play.
How big have turnovers been in this game?
Massive.
So, Orchard in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his right. Ball at the 15. He's going to pass on first down. Looking end zone, back corner. It is touchdown, Provo. DiMartini comes down with it. That is Griffin with the TD. And Provo has tied it up.
Well, how about that? One brother gets the interception to set it up. The other one catches the touchdown pass in the end zone. A 50-50 ball. I love it. Take the shot after a sudden change play. Throw it up to your big wide receiver in the corner of the end zone. Tie this ball game up, baby.
Great throw. A great grab by DiMartini. And Schumann will look to put Provo on top, give them their first lead of the night. Snap is a little low. The hold's good, though, and he is going to he yanked it off the upright. So we will remain tied at 13. And Bryce, I think the low snap threw off his timing.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it was. We've seen 2 missed PATs. And boy, every single point is going to matter in this football game. So you know that one's going to hurt. But hey, you got to regroup. You've got the momentum back in this football game.
That's high school football.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I don't think that's the last crazy thing we're going to see tonight.
So Schumann will punt it away from the 40, and Dixie will try to get something going here on offense. After this, Provo defense is, well, they've gained some momentum. 4:53, plenty of time for Dixie here in quarter number 2. As always, our game of the week brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. Check out their 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, free maintenance for the life of your tires as well. Visit your local Les Schwab today or book an appointment online at leschwab.com. Kickoff is away. It is going to be fielded at the goal line in play. He'll bring it out to the 10 after fumbling it. Now whistles all of a sudden. And they're going to say
a touchback.
Touchback. Not sure why that wasn't signaled right away.
Yeah.
So first down and 10 at the 20 for Dixie. 4:50 to play in the second quarter.
Yeah, his foot was definitely on the goal line when he went to receive that. So even if he muffs the reception there, it's a touchback.
What does Dixie have to do here to move the ball?
Run the football. Run the football. Give it to your guy in the backfield and really try to get something going with Sawyer. However you can get him the ball.
Truman in the pistol, gives it to Sawyer on first down, bounce it out to the left, hurdles one man and is taken down at the 29.
That's a good start right there. 9 yards on that gain.
2nd and 1 now, clock moving, 4:35. Dixie, they hustle to the line, but then they just stand there for a while. They get the play from the sideline. Now they're going to go, it looks like, fast. They take the snap, handed to Sawyer up the middle, and he will get close to the first down. He will have the first down, gain of about 2 on the play. So move the chains. Hutch Follow, another candidate for our Defense Strengths Defensive Player of the Game. He's been in there on a lot of tackles in his first half. Pistol formation. Give it to Sawyer again, right up the middle. And he is going to be stopped just shy of the 35. Gain of about 4. Take that on first down.
It's a really good job of getting in there and shutting it down. Just 2 yards on a first down. That's where, if you're Provo's defense, that's where you want to keep them on first down. Make 2nd and 3rd a lot tougher.
3:42 to play in the half.
And it changes the offensive play calling.
Ball at the 34. Shotgun snap, the quarterback play fake. Truman going to keep it himself. He has some room up to the 40, up to the 48, and he's hit hard at the 48-yard line. Pops back up, signals first down. Boy, he took a shot.
Yeah, he definitely did. And that's really good by him to make that read in the backfield. That's that read option, and it's a great play call because the Provo defense was getting so aggressive on keying on Sawyer in the backfield that he pulled it and took off.
First down from the 49. Option right. Pitch it to Sawyer. Nice drop by Sawyer, and he fumbles the football. The ball is out. It is scooped up by Provo. Down at the 36. Another massive turnover. Hutch Follow comes up with it. It was not a great pitch, Bryce, just a little behind him, and he never could secure it.
And one thing by Hutch Follow coming off of that defensive end position, he got upfield, realized, hey, this is an option play. I'm going to play it like I'm staying with the quarterback, and right at the last second, jump over to the running back. He did exactly that. There's a guy right in your face. You're trying to pick it up. It's a tough play to make.
Ball at the Dixie 37. Orchard takes the shotgun snap, rolling right, looking to throw. He's going to run back to his left. He's going to throw down the sideline. It is caught. Did he get a foot in bounds? He did. Oh, what a catch by Crew DiMartini down to the 2-yard line.
Oh, my gosh. Is that Crew DiMartini or is that Julio Jones? That was both feet on the sidelines catching it. Also, I do want to say one thing. It did look like Orchard was really close to being across the line of scrimmage on that throw. Maybe didn't have his entire body across it, which is the rule, but that was really close to being an illegal forward pass.
They spotted at the 3. Orchard under center. Takes the snap. Give it to McKay. Muscling his way to the goal line. Touchdown Bulldogs! And Provo has their first lead of the game.
Absolutely incredible how this game has shifted and turned on a dime.
Wow. This is unbelievable. This is, I mean, you talk about the momentum shift. This is something you see in a full game. We're not even done with the first half.
Yeah. There's still 3 minutes left here.
Schumann to try and knock this one through, hit the upright in his last PAT attempt after a low snap. This snap is good, but we're going to have penalty flags. And it's going to be a false start on the Bulldogs. So that's going to back them up, make this PAT a little tougher. Dixie came out in this one, if you're just joining us, and they dominated. They took a 13-0 lead, and they had the football heading into Provo territory, looking for more, and Provo was able to get a turnover, and they have come all the way back to take a 19-13 lead. Here's the PAT kicking it from the 15-yard line. It is up. It is good. So a 7-point lead, 20-13 Provo, still 2:49 to play in the half. Dixie still time to drive down and tie this thing up.
It's crazy how fast everything has changed in this football game here this evening.
Absolutely.
Just one thing after another.
Yeah. As always, our game of the week brought to you by PostNet. Virtual mail scans directly to your phone or computer at your local PostNet. It lets you decide to forward, recycle, shred, or pick it up at your local PostNet. PostNet at 826 Expressway Lane in Spanish Fork. Virtual mail ready for you. Learn more at postnet.com. PostNet, dependable solutions. Sawyer back to receive, standing at his own 9, along with Havron. Schumann approaches and boots it away. A line drive kick going to be fielded at the 2, brought out by Havron. Back to the 15, out to the 18, and that's where he's met by a Provo defender. That's DiMartini taking him down with a blocker on his back. Wow, Griffin DiMartini showing the strength, and Dixie will start inside their own 20. call it the 18.
Well, there's definitely a different feel in this stadium right now. A lot of energy coming from these Provo fans. To start off the game, I mean, there's actually quite a few Dixie fans that made the trip up here. And it was all Dixie to start this football game off.
In the pistol, Truman hands it off to Sawyer, left side, going to cut it up and get the 21 before he's taken down. Gain of 3. 2:33, clock ticking down here in the first half. Dixie hustles to the line. They're going to have to move here.
For Dixie.
They're taking a lot of time. And look, if you're Dixie, it's a darned if you do, darned if you don't. You don't want to give the ball back to Provo with any time on the clock here in the first half. Give it to Sawyer again. Bounce it out to the left side. Tries to hurdle a man, but he's taken down. Loses the ball, but he was down by contact. Doesn't matter. He was down either way, so no fumble.
Yeah, that ground forced that fumble out.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, things getting a little chippy afterwards. They thought they were playing in the NFL, you know.
They give him the 22, so a 3rd and a long 6.
Little extracurricular after the play.
And this is huge for Dixie. That clock still rolling. 1.5 minutes to play in the first half. Taking the snap, back to pass. Truman has a man. Caught and near the first down. A flag does come in, though. He was going to be short, but we'll see what the penalty marker is.
Yeah, that's that tunnel screen. They fake the pitch, throw the tunnel screen the other way. You're going to have another flag fly. I think this is going to be an illegal man downfield, the first penalty. I don't know what the second flag was for. Something after the fact.
Tell you what, that first penalty, if it's an illegal man downfield, then Provo's going to be kicking themselves, because I think that is going to be possibly a personal foul that's going to give Dixie a first down and let them retain the ball. We'll see.
Yeah, it was illegal man downfield.
We'll see what the second call is. And it is unsportsmanlike conduct. So first down for the Flyers, a huge penalty.
Yeah, you just can't have that in that situation. Get a huge penalty and a big stop in a huge part of this game right before halftime. And those are the type of things where you just got to keep your head in the game.
Yeah, Kurt Chambers is chatting with Mason Gregory. I'm not sure if he was the man they called it on, but Provo defense going to have to rebound here. 1:18. They wind the clock. Empty backfield. Truman back to pass. Looking. Lofts one to the sideline. It is caught by Louis Bennett. A nice grab. First down. He gets the 43 and gets out of bounds. Stops the clock.
First down, Dixie.
Ball at the 42. Clock stopped with 1:09 to play in the half. Provo with a 20-13 lead over the Flyers. Play clock under 10. Empty backfield again. Shotgun snap to Truman. Looking under pressure. He is going to get taken down back inside the 30. Mason Gregory.
Mason Gregory gets back in there. That's one way to make up for it. That's one way to make up for a penalty earlier. Get in there and get after the quarterback. Bring him down. Provo calls a timeout here to conserve some time. See if they can keep some time on the board if they're going to try and get the ball back.
Yep, going to be a second down and very long for Dixie. That is Provo's second timeout. Ball marked at the 30. So second and 22 or so. Well, if you're Dixie here, Bryce, you got to think they'll keep it on the ground. Minute to play. Provo may be forced to take their final timeout. We'll see.
Yeah, the worst possible thing you could do is put this thing in the air and have Provo pick it off again and give them a short field and not too far to go to put it in the end zone again right before halftime. That would be very demoralizing for this defense.
Yeah. And the Bulldogs brought great pressure there. They did not allow Truman to sit back in that pocket and find his guy like he has on this drive at times. As always, our game of the week brought to you by E3 Energy Cubes. Real energy from real food. E3EnergyCubes.com. 2nd and a mile. They're going to go empty backfield again. We'll see if they motion someone in. Provo showing pressure. They bring the blitz. The QB's going to run it himself up the middle. He has some room, and he is taken down at the 46-yard line. So that brings up a very third and manageable for Dixie. Just a little draw, quarterback draw.
Yeah, that's a great draw. The great offensive play call. You know Provo's bringing some heat. Go with the draw. Get past that first line of defense.
Clock under 40 seconds. Again, empty. And they're going to let this clock wind down. They're taking a lot of time. Snap it with 30 seconds on the game clock. Under pressure again, rolling right. Truman throws across his body. Incomplete, intended for Sawyer. And the clock stops with just 26 seconds left.
Yeah, that's a tough situation. You get the free timeout from Provo that was called earlier off of the sack. Then you let a lot of time roll in that situation. You know, it's not going to matter for Dixie. In fact, that might have been the best case scenario because they're going to punt it away here.
So 4th and 6. Larson back to receive for Provo.
But if you pick up that first down, Jordan, that's tough. That's tough. You put yourself in a really tough spot if you're trying to score some points.
And now you have to punt it away, or you haven't forced Provo to use a timeout here. Low snap, bobbled. It is secured, though, and punted away. Larson calls for a fair catch back at the 15. So 19 seconds left. We'll see what Kirk Chambers decides to do here. He has one timeout remaining. We'll see if he sits on it or not. Provo with a 20-13 lead. Stick around for our halftime show. And then the second half of this one, I have a feeling, is going to be entertaining.
Yeah, curious to see if they're going to do anything with this football in this situation or maybe just run it out.
It's in the shotgun. It's Larson to his right. I say Larson, beg your pardon, McKay to his right. He takes the snap. It is a give to McKay right up the middle. And he has some room. And it's going to be stopped at the 31 after a gain of 15. 14 seconds to play in the half. Clock stops as they move the chains. Now rolling with 10 seconds. And we'll see if they snap it one more time. They do give it to McKay, and he's going to be wrapped up at the 34, and that will take us to halftime. So Provo with 20 unanswered points. They lead it 20-13 over the Dixie Flyers. We'll take a break and come back with our halftime report. You're listening to the 4A state playoffs on the Utah ESPN radio network.
PostNet, we offer quality printing, packing, and shipping services. But we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by one of our Utah PostNet locations today. You'll be greeted with a friendly attitude, experienced professionals, and the very best service. When you need it done right, get into PostNet in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, and West Valley City, and let them design and print your next project, ship a package, and so much more. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At Real Life, use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Right.
Small businesses, community advocates, and neighbors make up the fabric of our community. As a small business ourselves, PostNet gets to know our neighbors, and we work together to achieve success. We offer quality design, printing, packing, and shipping, but we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we've forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by PostNet today in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, or West Valley City to print your next project or ship a package.
ESPN 960 just got better. You can now listen to ESPN 960 up and down the entire Wasatch Front on the 105.1 HD2 dial. Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson, Cougar Sports with Ben Criddle, Kalani Sitaki, and BYU football. Todd Phillips and Utah Valley basketball, even Major League Baseball and NBA hoops. All of your favorite shows and events are now available on HD Radio. Utah County Sports Station is now ESPN 960 and 105.1 HD2.
When you're watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At Real Life, use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Listen to
And Niumatalolo, the head coach of the San Jose State Spartans. I want to go back to 2015, where it was widely reported that you were in the running to become the head coach at BYU.
I wasn't looking to go anywhere. I was happy. You know, I've been in this profession long enough that the grass wasn't always greener. But when the BYU opportunity came, it was different. Just being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, it was different. So I knew that I wanted to take a look at it. The people there were awesome. You know, but in the end, you know, it had to work out for both sides. You know, from their side and from my side. Ultimately, it didn't work out, but it worked out for the best. Kalani's doing an awesome job. Kalani's a good friend of mine. And like I said, I'm a spiritual person. I just believe it.
Welcome back into Provo High School. Your halftime score, 20-13. Provo leads Dixie at the half. I'm Bryce Larson, now joined by Ron Weaver III here in the booth to take you through halftime. Just a reminder, the high school football game of the week right here on ESPN 960 and the Utah ESPN Radio Network. It's presented by Intermountain Bobcat for powerful compact tractors and loaders to versatile excavators. Bobcat brings unmatched performance and reliability to get the job done. Visit your Intermountain Bobcat dealership today, located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake. Intermountain Bobcat helping homeowners and contractors conquer their projects since 1995. Ron, we've got a really good game. It started out in chaos, to say the least. Started out in chaos with multiple turnovers in a short span. Dixie takes a 13-0 lead before Provo storms back and scores 20 unanswered.
Absolutely. We've seen this story, though, before. We've seen Provo go down 2 or 3 scores against Timpanogos early in the season and storm back and score 35 unanswered. So not surprised that they got themselves back in the ballgame. But, Bryce, what do we say in football? Defense wins you championships. And it starts there with the guy, Crew DiMartini. Gets his hands sticky with 2 pass breakups, then gets the interception. And pretty much since that interception, Provo's been able to take over and go to the house.
Yeah, pretty impressive to go from one DiMartini brother to the other right after that interception. Throw it up into the end zone. That's a 50-50 ball. When you got a DiMartini there, it's probably more like 75% that he's going to come down with that football, and that's exactly what happened. Now, on the other side, Dixie's been impressive. They're a little bit one-dimensional so far in this football game. Early on, they were having a ton of success running the football with Rand Sawyer, as they have all season long. He's coming off of a game where he scored 5 touchdowns against Pineview and just runs all over opposing defenses. The problem is that they have become a little bit one-dimensional. When they've had opportunities to throw that tunnel screen, to go to other players, it's been an illegal man downfield. It's been illegal touching. It's been a slew of different penalties that have really killed Dixie on the offensive side of the football so far tonight.
Absolutely, and that gives the other team momentum, and it gives them other opportunities. And the biggest thing when you do an illegal touching penalty, a lot of people don't notice, it's a loss of down with the yards. So if you do it on 2nd down and the 2nd and 15, it becomes now 3rd and 25. So you lose it down on that. So That's what's killing them right now. What ultimately lost them the momentum is the penalties, the undisciplined mistakes, the things like that. And not just that, penalties on top of fumbling the football. You saw Rand Sawyer put the ball on the ground one time. He was able to get it back, though. Again, going back to the Griffin DiMartini, that fumble that was picked up over there is started by Griffin. He gets on Sawyer. The ball comes out. You fall on top of it. And right now, if you have penalties and turnovers, that's not a good recipe, especially in the playoffs, for success.
You bring up the turnovers. There's been a lot of turnovers for both of these two teams. I'm sure in the locker rooms right now, both of these two head coaches yelling at their team saying, you have to protect the football. That's the most important thing the rest of the way.
Absolutely. Whoever wins a turnover battle in the second half and takes care of the football will ultimately win this game because it's a close one. It's a one-score game. I'll say this, though. I think you have to talk about the maturity of junior quarterback Orchard. He throws those 2 interceptions, the first 3 drives, learns from it, does not force the ball in the tight spaces, and give credit to Dixie State. Give credit to where credit is due. The guy who fumbled the football, Caden, on the first play, has picked him off twice, has baited him into a couple. But right now you have to like what your offense is giving you on both sides of the ball. I look at it like this. Anything you can do, I can do better. That's how both of these offenses are. You got 2 star running backs. They both have scored a touchdown. They both have gone for 50-plus. Who are you going to stop in the second half?
Absolutely. You're currently listening to the Americans for Prosperity halftime show. This program powered by Americans for Prosperity. They want to remind you this election season to get out and vote. To learn more, head over to americansforprosperity.org for more information. We'll take a quick break here. We'll be back on the other side. We'll go around the scores from around the state of Utah. Just a couple games starting to kick off here and there. We did have an early game, but we'll keep you up to date with everything that's happening around the state of Utah and the sports world. All of that and more next. You're listening to coverage of the 4A state playoffs right here on the Utah ESPN Radio Network.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
PostNet, we offer quality printing, packing, and shipping services. But we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by one of our Utah PostNet locations today. You'll be greeted with a friendly attitude, experienced professionals, and the very best service. When you need it done right, get into PostNet in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, and West Valley City, and let them design and print your next project, ship a package, and so much more. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At real life, use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Right.
Small businesses, community advocates, and neighbors make up the fabric of our community. As a small business ourselves, PostNet gets to know our neighbors, and we work together to achieve success. We offer quality design, printing, packing, and shipping, but we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we've forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by PostNet today in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, or West Valley City to print your next project or ship a package. Find us at postnet.com.
ESPN 960 just got better. You can now listen to ESPN 960 up and down the entire Wasatch Front on the 105.1 HD2 dial. Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson, Cougar Sports with Ben Criddle, Kalani Sitaki, and BYU football. Todd Phillips and Utah Valley basketball, even Major League Baseball and NBA hoops. All of your favorite shows and events are now available on HD Radio. Utah County Sports Station is now ESPN 960 and 105.1 HD2.
When you're watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At real life. Use the promo.
Back at it here at Provo High School. Bryce Larson alongside my broadcast partner, at least for the halftime show today, Ron Weaver III up here in the broadcast booth. At the half, Provo leads 20-13 over Dixie. Back at it here for our halftime show, powered by Americans for Prosperity and Intermountain Bobcat. We also want to remind you to check out E3 Energy Cubes. Real energy from real food, e3energycubes.com. We're going to take a look at some of the scores from around the state of Utah. Playoffs happening right now. At the half, Ridgeline currently leads Hurricane 28-7. That's the only other 4A state playoff game happening right now. Couple of other games going on around 4A that are scheduled to get underway and probably have just barely started here at 6 p.m. You've got Salem Hills at Spanish Fork. We saw that Salem Hills team last week. Spanish Fork's playing some really good football. Any thoughts on Spanish Fork and Salem Hills?
Absolutely. This is, what they call the rivalry game. These two schools don't like each other, played earlier in the year. This is going to be a very physical ball game and close like this one in a way, Bryce. So if you're a fan of high school football, check into the Salem Hills and Spanish Fork game.
One other game I want to give you a heads up on, starting at 7 p.m., Crimson Cliffs will be hosting Snow Canyon in a playoff game. That's going to be a really important one. Crimson Cliffs coming into that one as the number 3 overall seed as well. I do want to take you through some of these 6A scores because we do have some that are coming through at the moment. Corner Canyon absolutely thumping Westlake 56-0 in the third quarter at the moment.
We knew that game going would be a tough one for Westlake. Not surprised. Corner Canyon, the real deal in 6A.
Same with Lehigh and Layton, a 31-0 ball game up in Lehigh. That one in the second quarter at the moment. Lehigh leads. Davis over Mountain Ridge, 21-3 in the second quarter there, and a slew of other games that are going to get ready to start later on. Here around Utah County, we have a couple of scores. Springville and Timpview at Timpview tonight. 28-17, Timpview leads that one in the second quarter as well.
That's a close ball game for sure. That's one that you're going to want to keep your eyes on. Springville and Timpview, both ones to play. And then obviously, Bryce, we're looking at it right now. The one that you're watching, that's got everybody's eyes and attention. Maple Mountain up 17-14 at halftime over the Northridge Knights. That's a close ball game.
Yeah, and Maple Mountain hosting that one down in Spanish Fork right now. We'll keep you updated on the rest of the scores from around the state of Utah and the playoffs. We'll take another break, and then we'll have the second half of action coming up next. Provo leads 20-13 at the half over Dixie. Second half action coming up next right here on the Utah ESPN Radio Network.
PostNet, we offer quality printing, packing, and shipping services. But we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by one of our Utah PostNet locations today. You'll be greeted with a friendly attitude, experienced professionals, and the very best service. When you need it done right, get into PostNet in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, and West Valley City, and let them design and print your next project, ship a package, and so much more. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At Real Life, use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Right.
Small businesses, community advocates, and neighbors make up the fabric of our community. As a small business ourselves, PostNet gets to know our neighbors, and we work together to achieve success. We offer quality design, printing, packing, and shipping, but we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we've forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by PostNet today in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, or West Valley City to print your next project or ship a package. Find us at postnet.com.
And Niamatalolo, the head coach of the San Jose State Spartans. I want to go back to 2015 where it was widely reported that you were in the running to become the head coach at BYU.
I wasn't looking to go anywhere. I was happy. You know, I've been in this profession long enough that the grass wasn't always greener. But when the BYU...
Welcome back to Provo High School as we are just about to get underway in the second half. Bulldogs leading the Dixie Flyers 20-13. It'll be Provo receiving the second half kick. As you take a look on the YouTube stream, good, beautiful shot of the, what do they call that, Ron? Wide Mountain over there? That's fitting.
What do they call that?
So, that's a great shot. Beautiful campus over here on the west side of Provo.
They're right up against the lake, right up against Utah Lake. Water right behind us. Just one road separating us from actual, Utah Lake. Beautiful spot to be at.
The leaves changing. It is a really pretty night as the Flyers getting ready to kick this away. And Bryce, they need a stop here.
Yes, they definitely do. This is where you look at that opening coin toss where they elected to receive the football instead of defer to the second half. And they're going to need a stop.
Here we go. Kick is away. It is going to be fielded at the 5. Brought out to the 15. That is Ronnie Wright, who's going to be taken down at the 24-yard line. So that's where this Provo offense will get started. Provo trailed 13-0 in this game. They have scored 20 unanswered points.
Absolutely incredible the way that this game shifted on a dime. A lot of turnovers. You got to limit the turnovers for both of these two teams. And if you're Dixie, you got to climb your way back into this. I mean, you're only down a score. It's not like they're down a mile.
They've shown they can get some turnovers. In the pistol, Orchard with a back behind him takes the snap, gives it to McKay. He's going to churn forward and be taken down at the 31. So 6 yards for McKay, brings up 2nd and 4.
And it's even more impressive considering that Dixie sat on that football for the majority of the first half. They have a lot of possession in this game.
In the pistol, takes the snap again, play fake, throw it out to the right. Larson catches it at the 31, and he's going to be met immediately by a cadre of defenders. Taken down, gain of 1, brings up 3rd and 2. So already a big 3rd down in this game. As the lights begin to take full effect on a chilly night on the shores of Utah Lake. Under center, Orchard with a man in the backfield. Give it to the back. He's going to churn forward. That's McKay. It's going to be close, and a late flag comes in. They give him the first down, but a penalty marker behind the play.
Yeah, that one came flying in from the referee on the sideline.
We're going to have a face mask on the Flyers, so a 15-yard penalty.
That's the 15-yard penalty.
Ball will be placed at the Flyers 49.
So penalties have become a really big storyline for Dixie in this game as well, Jordan.
Yeah, they've come at inopportune times. That would have been a first down either way. But Orchard back under center. McKay, the lone back. Takes the snap, a quick give to the fullback, we'll call him, and he's going to make his way to the 46-yard line. That was Mason Gregory on the carry.
Yeah, I like that play call, that play design. Line them up, stacked up in the backfield. Just that quick handoff. You get 4 on the play. That's staying on schedule.
Again, Provo under center. Takes the snap. Give it to McKay. He has a lot of room. He's going to work his way up near the 36-yard line. First down, Bulldogs. Now, interesting. So Kirk Chambers almost exclusively shotgun in the first half in this opening drive, going under center. Just power football right now.
Yes, power football. You know what that means? He's trying to limit his quarterback from throwing interceptions. And they feel like they have an advantage up front.
Under center again. Handoff to McKay. A nice cutback. Bounces it inside. He's going to have the first down and more. He takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And so far, he's been correct in that assertion. They are just pounding it right up the middle and daring Dixie to put more guys in the box and try and stop them. And look, you're going to get a play action out of this at some point and a shot down the field. Knowing Kirk Chambers the way I know him, you're going to get that.
Well, you have DeMartini one-on-one on the outside right now. Under center again goes Orchard. Heavy set to the left. They're going to give it to McKay, right side. He has some room. Up to the 21. Work his way inside the 20, and he's knocked down at the 19.
Well, right now, I'm just not seeing enough physicality out of the Dixie defensive front and the entire defense, to be honest with you. Guys not flying up and making the hits. They're olaying right now, sidestepping them.
Tell you what, man, in this cold, you hit somebody.
It stings a little bit.
It does. Orchard under center again. Give it to the back. He's going to work his way inside the 15. That was Malik Filimoiatu on the carry. And again, a big chunk play. It's a first down. Put him at the 13. So Provo with a 7-point lead. They've already taken more than 3.5 minutes off this clock in the third quarter. Give it again to Filimoiatu, and he's met in the backfield. A loss of at least 2 on the play, and they got
yeah, that's that penetration that you needed to get. To bring a guy right up that gap. Just a missed assignment on the offensive line for Provo. And a guy snuck through to make the tackle in the backfield.
So put him at the 15. Provo peering back, getting the signal from the sideline. 2nd and 12. Clock rolling, under 8 minutes.
And something else is that Dixie's been able to get some new personnel in the game, some bigger guys.
4 down linemen for the Flyers. Orchard under center. It's going to be a quick give to the fullback, and he is going to work his way inside the 10 this time. So good chunk yard. Nah, maybe not a chunk yard, but gets 4 or 5, Mason Gregory.
Yeah, and I feel like we're calling a Tooele Buffaloes game. We've had them a couple times this year. They run the nice the wing tee, and that's what I'm watching right now, just in a different formation.
Man, it's a versatile offense.
It is. They can spread you out, they can throw it, and now they're trying to force their way into the end zone.
McKay, the lone back. They put everybody on the right side. They give it to McKay. He runs into the line and will be stopped at the 5.
Real close to that first down marker, maybe just a couple inches shy.
Yeah, they're going to mark him short. So 4th and, like you said, inches here.
You're going to try and kick the field goal and go for it?
You know, the way you're running the ball right now, that would shock me. They're going to go Orchard under center. McKay in the backfield, takes the snap, give it to McKay, left side, has the first down, bounce it out to the left, touchdown, Bulldogs. And what a drive.
I don't think we've seen anything like that from this Provo team so far this year, where they drive it all the way down the field and end up punching it in with run after run after run. I don't think we saw a single pass on that drive.
We didn't see I'm not sure we saw a snap from shotgun. It was impressive. That's Provo beating you in a way that you're not used to seeing. So Schumann to kick the extra point, try to make this a 14-point game. And we have flags before the snap. It's the second penalty marker we've had on a PAT tonight. Let's see what the call is. It's on Dixie. Too many men on the field? Well, they're going to go for two now.
Yeah, not a bad move.
The big fellas were back near the monitor checking out the game film.
Yeah, they already had the entire offense. Now they're trying to rush them onto the field. Plenty of time left.
So ball at the 1. Orchard under center. Same formation. They give it to the back, and he is in for the 2-point conversion. So it's 28-13. That was McKay taking it in.
Yeah, that look, another penalty that bites Dixie in that situation. You can't have that penalty in there and allow them to get a little bit closer where you haven't been able to stop a run to save your life on that drive.
Absolutely. Well, as always, brought to you by Intermountain Bobcat. From powerful compact tractors and loaders to versatile excavators, Bobcat brings unmatched performance and reliability to get the job done. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership today, located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake. Well, this is a huge drive, obviously, for Dixie, trailing by 15, getting the ball for the first time in the second half here. Need to get something out of this drive to stay in this game. Schumann kicks it away. This is going to be taken at the 8 by Sawyer. Brought out to the 20. Bounce it out to the outside. Has some room up to the 35. Still not taken down. And he'll move the scrum forward up near the 39-yard line. So a great return, good field position for the Flyers.
Now it's what can you do with that offense? They're keying on the run. They're expecting Sawyer to get the football. How creative can you become in getting your best player the football? Maybe you still stick to the run game. Maybe it's not too late in the game to abandon it wholesale, but how can you get your best football player the ball? And maybe that's lining him up in the slot, just throwing him out there and get him a one-on-one situation, Jordan.
Yeah, we're going to find out as Truman is in the pistol, 2 backs. Sawyer is spread out to the right. Give it to the back, and he's going to be taken down shy of the line of scrimmage.
And off to number 26. Loss of a yard on the play.
Don't have a 26 on our roster. So loss of a yard, 2nd and 11. Takes the snap, give it to the back. He's going to work his way forward for a gain up past the 40, up to the 43.
Yeah, weird enough, we haven't seen Rand Sawyer come out on the field after that kick return.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that Sawyer's not been out there. That is Malufa'u on the carry. Put him at the 42, brings up a 3rd down and 7. In the pistol again. Truman takes the high snap, hands it off, and not much doing. He'll make it to the 45-yard line. Gain of 3, so sets up a 4th and 4. And it looks like Dixie going to punt it away here.
Brings up one for Dixie.
Well, a 3 and out is not what you wanted to see if you're a Dixie Flyer fan in that situation. Needed something on offense to help you out.
DeMartini back to receive the punt. It is a high punt and a good one. It's going to be fielded at the 10, and DeMartini fumbles, picks it back up, and now he bounces it out to the left side and makes it to maybe the 22-yard line.
DeMartini to the 22-yard line. The first down for the Bulldogs.
That was crisis averted in that situation with DeMartini picking that thing back up and being able to run it. If you fumble in that situation, all that momentum shifts right back to Dixie.
I think maybe Kirk Chambers would have appreciated the fair catch call. Look, it's situations, right? You hear that all the time. Situational football. You're up by 2 scores. Now, pistol formation. Give it to McKay. He's going to fight his way forward to the 29. Good gain on first down. And, Bryce, it feels like they are wearing down that Dixie front right now.
That's exactly what I had come to my mind right there as well, is that this Dixie defensive front looks like they're starting to get a little bit more tired as this game wears on. Now they've kind of flipped it to the point where this Dixie defense has been on the field for quite some time here.
It was a nearly 6-minute drive to open the second half for Provo. Takes the shotgun snap, gives it to McKay again. He's going to make the 35-yard line. Good gain on first down once again. I say first down. That gives him the first down. I apologize. 3:18 to play in the third quarter. 28-13 Provo. Looking to host another playoff game next week. Dixie trying to keep their season alive. Shotgun snap to Orchard. Hands it off. And a spin move. And up, taken down at the 49 was Philippe Moiatu. And Provo continues to just turn the legs and move the football.
Yeah, this Dixie defense, they are starting to get worn down. You see a guy hit the ground right there. Wonder if that's just a cramp situation or if... I never like to see that.
Yep. On our roster, we have that's Tyler Writing. So they'll take a look at him.
But that's exactly what we're looking at here, is that this Dixie defense is starting to get worn down. Provo really getting back to, hey, just play safe football. Don't put it in harm's way. And you can power back and just pound it and pound it and pound it. I don't think we've seen a single throw this second half.
If you're Dixie, I mean, do you just pack the box and dare them to throw it at some point?
I think you have to. And they've tried to do that a little bit. We saw that down near the goal line, and they still couldn't get any penetration. Right now, these road graders for Provo on that offensive line have done a great job. And by the way, that should be the best part of this Provo football team, because they're coached by a former offensive lineman in Kirk Chambers, who spent quite some time at the NFL level with multiple different teams. So, yeah, that's their strong suit of this team.
So ball at the 47, 1st and 10 Provo. They wind the clock. Pistol formation. Hand it off. No, a fake. And now a pitch way behind the line of scrimmage, and the ball's on the ground, and Dixie has it. So Provo gets cute there, and Dixie has some life.
That's a huge turnover. We've talked about turnovers. Trying not to put the ball in harm's way. That's exactly what happened right there. You try and pitch it. There's a little bit of a miscommunication. There's penetration in the backfield. A little bit of penetration goes a long way here for the Dixie Flyers. They get the turnover.
Well, we'll see if Truman and this offense can get something going. Sawyer back out there. Pistol formation for the Flyers. Sawyer in the backfield. Now they bring in a late sub. 15 on the play clock. Takes the snap. Fake pitch to the right. Throwing deep. It is incomplete.
That's good coverage down the sideline. I like the shot after the sudden change. You've seen both teams do that.
Wanted Anzalone. Nearly had him.
And that's a little bit more aggressive than what Dixie has been so far in the last couple of drives. This Provo defense has dominated them, especially up front. Late in the first half and early in the second half, they take a shot there. I like it. Try and push it down the field. 2nd
and 10. Sawyer to Truman's right. Truman going to keep it himself, run it to the right side, bounces to the outside, and is going to be just shy of the first down marker as he trots out of bounds. Going to bring up a 3rd and short here. Clock stops. 3rd and 3, they'll call it. Ball at the Provo 27.
Well, Jordan, are you getting to the point where, hey, if you don't pick this up, you just got to go for it?
You have to, I think, at this point.
Kind of in no man's land. Kickers missed a PAT. Definitely a spot where they'd go for it. This is 2-down territory.
Trailing by 15. Snap, give it to Sawyer. He makes 1-man miss, 2-men miss, and leans forward, but he's going to be shy. Well, he's going to have the first down. Let's see if they do signal. Yep, move the chains. I'm getting faked out over there by the chains. What chains are we looking at?
No, he stopped well short. It's 4th and 3 is what it's going to be.
Ball at the 22. Play clock at 8. They bring a man in motion. Quarterback keeps it himself, and Truman will be knocked down shy of the first down. And Dixie turns it over on downs. Provo's defense comes up big.
Well, after the turnover, that's exactly what you needed from your defense, and it's really been the Provo defense all night long that has stepped up in big situations. They kept their offense, their team in it early on in this football game, and boom, right there on a big-time 4th and 3, they try and go with the quarterback sneak. Not happening against this Provo defense.
There's a bulldog down on the play. So they'll take a look at him. Gives us a chance to remind you that, as always, our Game of the Week brought to you by PostNet. Virtual mail scans directly to your phone or computer and lets you decide to forward, recycle, shred, or pick it up at your local PostNet. PostNet at 826 Expressway Lane in Spanish Fork has virtual mail ready for you. Learn more at postnet.com. PostNet, dependable solutions. That was Mason Gregory down for the Bulldogs, and he's walking off under his own power. He's an important player for the Bulldogs. Hopefully he's all right. So 1st down for Provo, ball at their own 27. Garrig going to work in the pistol. 2 receivers to each side. Take the snap, give it to McKay. He's going to get maybe 2 on the play, maybe 3. And that clock just ticking away. 1:15 to play in the 3rd quarter. Now whistles.
Yeah, there's an injured Dixie Flyer that's coming off the field.
Second down and 7. Shotgun snap coming to Orchard. Takes it. He play fake, throw it out to the right, gets Larson at the 31. He's going to have the 40, and be taken down at the 41-yard line. First down, Bulldogs. And gets out of bounds, so the clock stops.
That's an interesting play call coming off of a situation where you fumble the football on the previous drive. You throw that one out there. A little bit dangerous, but hey, it worked out.
Trips to the left. Pistol formation. Orchard takes the snap, rolling left, hand it back to McKay, working right. Makes one man miss, makes two men miss, and is finally tackled from behind, just shy of the 50. And the play clock and the game clock pretty much lined up now. 35 seconds to play in the quarter. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 4.
You come back with that counter play where you're trying to fake the defense, get them going one way, which they did a really good job of, and try and get your running back out in space, a one-on-one situation where you can make a guy miss.
Provo, I think they're going to have to snap this. Shotgun snap. Give it to the back, and he's met right away at the 45 and taken back for a loss. We will take a break as that's the end of the third quarter. It is Provo 28, Dixie 13. You're listening to the 4A state playoffs on the Utah ESPN radio network.
ESPN 960 just got better. You can now listen to ESPN 960 up and down the entire Wasatch Front on the 1051 HD2 dial. Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson, Cougar Sports with Ben Criddle, Kalani Sitaki, and BYU football. Todd Phillips and Utah Valley basketball, even Major League Baseball and NBA hoops. All of your favorite shows and events are now available on HD Radio. Utah County Sports Station is now ESPN 960 and 1051 HD2.
When you're watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At real life. Use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Listen to
Third and 6 for Provo. They set up the screen, nothing doing. Orchard going to throw it away as he's flushed out, and a nice job by the Dixie defense. But we do have a late flag on the far side, and I think we're going to have an ineligible man downfield.
Yeah, those plays that just get stretched out and kind of run long, and you're trying to have, just backyard football, make a play. A lot of those times, those linemen will get a little bit too far downfield, and it's really tough to keep them focused and in the moment.
So the officials chatting about this, and now I thought another flag came out. They're just tossing it back to the other official. So back Provo up, and they're going to have to punt this one. Well, it does. It brings up 4th down, so they'll punt it away.
Yeah, didn't want to accept it and give Provo an opportunity to have a huge chunk play because they know that's what Provo's offense is predicated on. Huge chunk plays, explosives down the field, and that's what they're the best at.
Frazier back to receive, standing at his own 20. Now, Dixie, they need a spark. See what can get done. Play clock under 10. Provo with a late substitution. Good snap. Flag on the play, though. The punt is popped almost straight up in the air. It's going to land at the 46-yard line of Dixie and take a Dixie bounce into Flyer territory. We'll see what the penalty flag is, though. If not, that's going to be that they won't have a net gain on that. That almost landed at the line of almost ended up at the line of scrimmage. The officials discussing the flag, and it's going to be on Provo, we think.
Yeah, it should be. I think it is going to be on Provo. Seemed like a before the play type thing.
Yeah, false start. So Dixie with tremendous field position. They actually gain yardage from the original line of scrimmage. Ball at the Provo 39. Look, Dixie needs a score, and they could use a quick one. Still plenty of time in this game, but trailing 28-13. Back to pass goes Truman, looking left, caught, and maybe gets one on the play. That was Crazier on the reception. DeMartini on the tackle. 2nd and 9, clock rolls, 11:25 to play. Dixie taking a lot of time. Play clock at 16. 2nd down, back to pass. Truman looking left, has a man, caught just shy of the 1st down. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. Bring up a 3rd and short for the Flyers. See exactly where they spot him. They give him the 33, so 3rd and 4. Empty backfield. Shotgun snap to Truman. He's going to have the draw, and he's going to be taken down. Well shy at the 35-yard line. And this is 4-down territory if you're Dixie at this point in the game.
Yeah, once again, they go back to that quarterback draw on a crucial play, and Provo's right there to make the play. Stop him in the backfield.
Yeah, Dixie loses 2, so 4th and 6. Ball at the 35-yard line. Dixie trying to take advantage of that great field position. They'll go empty again. Provo will bring 3. Throw to the outside, caught near the sticks. It is a 1st down. And Provo knocks him out of bounds at the 28.
That's a huge 1st down pickup right there. Great job knowing where the sticks were. Almost went out in that situation, but was able to get back upfield and find that 1st down.
Yeah, that was Havron on the reception. Ball at the 28, back to pass. Truman looking under pressure, throws over the middle. It is caught, and then Larson immediately knocks him down. But a good gain on 1st down. Ball placed at the 22. That was Crazier again on the reception. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 for 18.
One man in the backfield. Shotgun snap. Truman back to pass. Plenty of time. Pump fakes. Looking end zone. It is knocked away. DeMartini came across and nearly picked it off.
Yeah, that was a really good job by DeMartini once again in that defensive backfield. Now I think he hit the ground in the end zone.
Says he's all right.
And pops right back up. Good. That's a good sign right there. Just that one was just on the money, like really just a tight spiral right down the sideline, and just a little bit too much heat on it there, Jordan.
3rd and 3. See if they keep it on the ground here. Sawyer in the backfield. Pistol formation. Shotgun snap, rolling right. He's going to throw. Looking, throws wide of his intended man at the 15. That was Crazier, and it brings up a 4th and 3.
This is a huge play. 28-13 ball game. 9:32 left in the 4th quarter. And a 4th down situation. Massive implications on this one play. You got to think if they get stopped here, it's going to be really tough to mount a comeback at this point, Jordan.
9:32 to play in the game. 28-13 Provo. 4th and 3. Here we go. Pistol. The snap, rolling right. Truman looking downfield, running out of time. Throws across the middle. It is knocked away. Nice play by Hutch Foley. And Dixie turns it over on downs.
And Hutch Fale's been all over the field tonight for the Provo Bulldogs on the defensive side. You see on your screen there once again the
flaming bulldog head.
I don't even know how to describe it over on the YouTube side of things.
A large metal contraption that they somehow light on fire.
But Hutch Fale coming up huge for that Provo defense. Now Provo can go back to what they were doing earlier, just run the ball.
Orchard in the pistol. Are you surprised after how well they ran the ball going under center to open the half that they haven't gone back to that as they give it to McKay? He is going to be tripped up at the 32. Let's see if they give him the first down right near the marker.
Yeah, that one was close. I think they're going to mark him just short of the first down marker.
So 2nd and 1. But yeah, I mean, they moved the ball at will on that first drive, and they've kind of gone away from that here in the 4th quarter. Under 9 to play now. In the pistol, Orchard takes the snap, gives it to McKay. Plenty of running room, has the first down and more. All the way up past the 45-yard line. First down, Provo.
Yeah, I am surprised that they kind of went away from this for a couple of drives, especially after coming out of halftime and taking 6+ minutes off of the clock and letting it roll and really dominating on the ground. Now you see that back at it, this Dixie defense, hands on their knees. They're trying to catch their breath. They're trying to get caught back up. They're looking a little tired.
8:20 to play. Ball at the 45. Play clock at 5 at 4. They snap it at 2. Give it to the back. And he's going to work his way up to the 50 and past the 50. And they push him forward all the way to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, that was Philly Moliaki out of the backfield. Great job just to find that gap once again. Man, when you're getting 9-10 yards a pop, it's making it really tough.
And they're going to let this clock just roll down here. Provo in command. Under 8 minutes now with that 15-point lead.
And this is where you hope as a coach on the Provo sideline, just make sure none of you guys go out of bounds.
Play clock at 4. They snap it. Give it to the back again. That's Foley Mawiatu all the way down to the 36.
Let that thing roll. 7 minutes, 20 seconds to go. And you keep on having big gains right up the middle, just gashing this Dixie defense. Look, Dixie's played a really good football game tonight. It came down to turnovers and penalties, Jordan.
Yeah, it did. High snap again, working his way forward and taken down at the 33-yard line. That should be good enough for a first down. It is.
And you know the interesting thing about this as well is that this game's not over.
No.
It looks bleak right now for Dixie, but Provo's turned the football over just as many times. They have also had a problem holding on to the ball and trying to keep possession. There's a chance here that you could somehow get a fluke play and get right back into this thing. Just you got to keep your guys up. You got to keep trying and punch at that ball when it comes through.
6.5 to play. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They give it to the back, and he falls forward for maybe 1.
Handoff number 8, all of commit.
That was McKay on the carry. Well, if you're Dixie, if both teams have not taken care of the ball tonight, so if the Flyers, they may be kicking themselves at the end of this one if they had just been able to take care of the ball and then maybe take advantage of a couple of instances where they had really good field position but came up empty. They'd be right in this one. Trips to the left now. 2nd and 9. Provo just bleeding that clock as Orchard runs option left, pitch it to McKay. He's going to try and cut it back to the right, and he is knocked down inside the 30.
One thing I will say, Jordan, I do not like that play call with the success rate that they've had so far in this game. One missed pitch, one guy that can't hold on to the football, that thing's on the ground. Just keep it simple, hand it off. You're picking up 9 yards a carry when you do that. Keep it simple. Don't give Dixie any life at this point.
So a 3rd and 5 here for Provo. Play clock under 10. They're going to go under center. McKay the lone back. Orchard takes the snap, gives it to McKay, and he is going to be knocked down shy of the 25-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 4th and maybe 3 or 4 for the Bulldogs.
46, Bristol Hills brings up 4 for Provo.
4.5 minutes to play. They're going to go here. Ball at the 26-yard line. And if you're Dixie, and if you have any life left, you got to get a stop here. Orchard under center. McKay the lone back. Takes the snap. Play action fake. He's going to throw. Has a man open. Caught at the 10. Taken down inside the 5.
That's a great play call. You're pounding the rock. You're rolling it. And then you hit him with the play action. Throw it out. Dude's wide open because they weren't expecting the throw. That's a beautiful play action pass. That's almost Kirk Cousins-esque right there.
Daniel De Silva hauling it in. Ball at the 4. They'll go under center again. 1st and goal Bulldogs. 4 minutes to go in the game. Handoff, and McKay breaks one tackle into the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. And that should just about do it. One last long drive for Provo should seal this one.
Yeah, that's a great drive to go and put this thing away. Really important drive for that Provo offense. Said there was still a chance for Dixie if they were able to get the ball back. Just weren't able to quite do it, and Provo punches it in.
So Schumann to kick. I say Schumann. That is not Schumann out there to kick the extra point. That is loosely. Right-footed kicker. It is blocked by Dixie. They field it, but you can't return it. So a blocked extra point. That guy came right up the middle. So it'll stay at 34-13 Provo. 3:56 to play in the ballgame.
All right, Jordan, I think this is an appropriate time to talk about rules that need to be changed at the high school football level. That's an electric play right there.
It is.
Reward the kid. Let him get in the end zone. Get 2 points the other way.
Yeah.
So we talk about that. Hurdling is one you can't do at the high school level.
Yep.
And then also there needs to be a spot foul on pass interference calls.
Right.
Those are some of the things that that we've talked about this season.
Yeah.
Is that there needs to be a couple of tweaks when it comes to some of these rules at the high school level. I understand why they do most of them. Hurdling is probably for player safety. You can keep that one. I'm fine with that. These other two, hey, come on. Let's have some fun.
Well, that one right there, yeah, that's a fun play.
That's a fun play.
Yes. So Dixie will get the ball back here, try to get something positive going, as it looks like their season may come to an end. What a year it was for Dixie, though. Couldn't come up with the road victory tonight, most likely. As Schumann boots this one deep, it's going to be fielded at the 5, brought out to the 15, 20, some running room, and up past the 25-yard line. We'll give him, say, the 27 on that one.
27.
So Provo going on to play the winner of Mountain Crest and Skyview coming up next week, should they hang on and win this one. And I'll get you a score on that game here in just a second.
And we'll be here for that one right here on ESPN 960. And 98.3 FM up in Salt Lake County. Back to pass is Truman. Throws, caught near the first down marker, but did he complete the catch is the question. He dropped it out of bounds as he was backpedaling out of bounds, and they say he did catch it. So first down, Dixie, ball at the 39.
By number 50.
First and 10, 3:46 to play. Clock stops. Shotgun snap. Truman looking to his left, throws. It is caught. Actually, beg your pardon, incomplete. So second and 10.
So an update on that Mountain Crest Skyview game. 14-6 right now in the second quarter. Just about to go to halftime. Mountain Crest leads Skyview.
Trips to the right, back to pass, under pressure. Truman throws it over the middle. It is caught at the 36-yard line by Louis Bennett. Another great grab by Bennett tonight. So Dixie moves the chains.
Another great catch right there, right across the middle. Fantastic play.
Now a quarterback draw. Truman gets hit hard at the 42-yard line, taken down after a gain of 5. So Bulldog fans will keep their eye on that score tonight, see who they'll play next week. Under 3 minutes to play in this one, 34-13 Bulldogs. Truman back to pass, under pressure, steps up. Now eludes one tackler, throws down the sideline, has a man caught at the 25, reverses field and is taken down at the 22-yard line. So Dixie moving the ball here on this last drive, but it's going to be a little too late. But some good things happening. Truman in the shotgun. Throws quickly to his left. It is caught at the 20. Taken inside the 15, inside the 10. And it's knocked out of bounds. Bennett on the reception again.
Yeah, just a nice little pitch and catch right down the sideline. And they've had, they found a little bit of a hole in the defense on that side.
So first, second down and 1 for Dixie. Back to pass. Bennett throws out to his right. Caught at the 11 and taken down there. So should get the first down. It will be a first down. Not quite first and goal. They stop the clock as they move the chains.
Dixie.
It was a pretty crazy season for the Dixie Flyers this year. You mentioned it earlier in the broadcast. Won all the games on the road this year.
Back to pass, looking left, throws across the field. It is caught at the 9-yard line. He has wrestled out of bounds at the 9. It is amazing. Did not win a home game. Won 4 road games.
And then they started to click on all cylinders down the stretch here. Hey, took Crimson Cliffs all the way up to the end of that game and gave Pine View a good game last week. Now they're here in Provo. They started this one out really well. Penalties killed them.
Yeah. 2nd and 8 from the 9. Looking for it all. Goes end zone. It is incomplete. Good coverage. It'll be a long bus ride home tonight for Dixie. They head back to St. George.
Yes, it will. Likely the reason why this game got bumped up to 5 p.m. on the start tonight. The earliest game in the state tonight. And it was a good one.
It was. It was maybe the most exciting first half we've seen this year. This one thrown out to the left. He's going to be knocked out of bounds shy of the 5-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 4th down for Dixie. 4th and 7.
Fourth downs haven't been very nice to Dixie so far tonight. Provo's done a fantastic job on these late downs, third and fourth. That's why a lot of the times they were able to get off the field late in the first half, early in the second half. Those were some of the most important, pivotal drives.
Empty in the backfield. Shotgun snap. Truman looking right. Throws for the end zone. He throws it out of the back of the end zone. And that should just about do it. Provo will take over at the 8-yard line. And they're going to move on here. So Dixie unable to come up with points here at the end. Minute 41 to play.
And Provo's going to be able to host another round of the playoffs. That's big for these seniors. Of course, they're not done. They want to make a run all the way to the state championship game. And they've got the players to make that run. They really do. This is a really good team. And it was a question mark whether the quarterback play was going to be there this year after losing their quarterback from a year ago. And they've really been able to gel and bond and put it all together. And they've rolled in these last couple of games.
It has been really impressive. We mentioned it at the beginning as Orchard goes under center. Takes a snap, give it to McKay. He's going to have some room up past the 15 and knock down at the 17. Going to be right near the first down marker. They lost their first 2 games of the year to Brighton and Olympus. Have not lost since.
Yeah.
Minute 30 to play in this one. They do move the chains. 1st and 10 Provo, and we'll see if they just kneel this out.
Yeah, this is the point where you don't want to get anybody hurt in this football game. Get everybody that means anything to get off the field. Make sure that you protect your guys.
Yeah, I don't see McKay out there. Orchard will go under center again, though. And he fumbles the football. And he falls on it behind him. That's one way to kneel on it.
Hey, look, you know what? You get all the mistakes out now in this type of ball game.
Yeah. As we tick under 50 seconds to play. And we'll give our defensive player of the game. Should we go with Crew DiMartini tonight?
Absolutely. Crew DiMartini did a fantastic job on the defensive side of the football. Was one of the biggest sparks. Had a couple of interceptions and did a really good job tonight.
As they take one snap here with 28 seconds, they give it to the back. He's going to be knocked down after a gain of a couple, and that will do it. So Provo beats Dixie by a final of 34-13. It was a closer game, really, than the final score indicated, but a really entertaining one here tonight. By the way, our Defense Drinks Defensive Player of the Game, always brought to you by, of course, Defense Drinks, a collagen-based formula, no added sugars, high electrolyte content, no caffeine. Get 20% off your order using code ESPN960 at defensedrinks.com. So Provo moves on. Dixie will head home for the year. And we'll say goodnight for now from Provo, where the Bulldogs beat the Flyers 34-13. You've been listening to coverage of the 4A state playoffs on the Utah ESPN radio network.
These bad dance make it hurt.